Hi team again. This is going to be a video tutorial on how to update the automation of the drips and the landing page through Zapier. So before sharing my screen, I want to give like a quick summary slash like explanation of what Zapier is, if just in case there's any confusion. So like I have showed before on the document, we go on Insightly, we edit the drip, which is the email, the chain of emails that participants receive. And we changed that already. We changed the dates. And I showed you that we had to create a course of interest to connect it to any of the chain of emails, right? So we have a course of interest per course that's connected to the chain of emails. Now, in order for participants to receive this chain of emails, we need to connect the landing page to the emails. How do we do that? Through Zapier. Zapier will be the connector from the connector of the Insightly chain of emails to the landing page and anything that any button that the person clicks on the landing page of any course. Hopefully that was a good explanation of what Zapier is. Um, so once you've logged in on Zapier, you want to go to Zaps, click on Zaps, and then you'll be able to see all of the Zaps that we have here. Basically, a Zap is an automation. You're telling Zapier, okay, I need you to connect landing pages to Insightly. So, meaning that we'll need a Zap per button or per action. So, if you check the landing page of Tackling Finance, we have a button for more information and we have a button to register, meaning we need a Zap for this automation and we need a Zap for this automation. However, remember that I mentioned that we changed the systems on Insightly and we no longer use a set of emails or a set of chain of emails for per button. We now use one chain of emails that will be connected to both buttons. So it doesn't matter what button people click on and what button people register to, they will receive the same email, either because they want to register or they want more information. The information on the email contains the option for them to register and contains all the information they need. So we discovered that on one chain of emails, we can have connected two buttons to that chain of emails. Hopefully that made sense. Okay. Anyways, back to Zapier. So because we're working with tackling finance, we want to look for tackling finance. And like I said, we always use two SAPs. You'll see that we have two different SAPs for each course. So, and the difference will be that we call one a more info ZAP and the other one is called enrollment ZAP, um, respectively to each of the buttons on the lead page. So, I always as a default, I always start with the more info zap. So let's go ahead and click that one. This is what the automation of a zap looks like. Like I said, a zap is basically where you tell Zapier, here, I want you to automate this site to this site. In this case, we're asking Zapier through this zap to connect lead pages to Insightly. So we want to go ahead and edit. And what we're doing is because all the automation is already set, if you click on lead pages, you'll see that everything is already connected. The account of the center is already connected. The tests have already been done. Everything is working fine. So because this is only updating the automation itself, the process is quicker because we're not starting from scratch and we're not starting the automation from zero. So you want to go ahead and click on the Insight. You want to go ahead and click on the Insightly uh, like uh, action. You want to press continue up until you go to action here. And then you want to scroll where it says course of interest. So remember when we were in Insightly and we created a course of interest for the new iteration, we had to create tackling finance enrollment October 2024. So we want to tell them, we want to tell Zapier, we don't want to use tackling finance May because that iteration already passed, but we need you to work with tackling finance in October 2024. So here, remember that we now only call them tackling or the course name, enrollment, month, and the year. So tackling finance enrollment, October 2024. We're going to click on that, and then we go to continue, and then we do publish, publish again. This will make a little test, and it'll tell you at the end if it works. New version published. Great. We have updated one of the zaps, one of the buttons um, of the landing page. Now let's go on to the next one. Same process. You go back. Oh, something happened. You go back. You look for the course. Zapier is a little slow sometimes, so you have to have it. You have to have patience. Want to look for the course. We're now working with enrollment, and we repeat the exact same process. You edit SAP here on the right upper corner. You click on Insightly, because at the end, nothing on the lead page option is changed. This SAP already knows that the landing page of Tackling Finance is the one that we're working with. We're only telling Zapier that the course of interest is no longer tackling finance in May, but that now the course of interest is tackling finance in October. So you want to continue until you get to the action settings. You scroll where it says course of interest and you change your course of interest. So now you want to put tackling finance, enrollment, and you want to look for the one that says enrollment October 2024 here. You press continue, publish, publish again. You wait for the testing to happen, and then it's going to tell you, great, it's been published. Great. Now we test it out. So you go to the landing page and you click on both of the buttons. You put your information. This step, I never skip. I always need to make sure that the automation happened. And you want to basically put in your information and send both triggers. So for both buttons, you want to register yourself to make sure everything is working well. Even if it's random numbers, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so now that we have tested both buttons on the landing page, I always take my phone and check my email to make sure I received the emails. I always, when I test this, I always use my personal email. And as you can see here, I received both emails 2 times. Both say exactly the same. Thank you kindly for your interest. Thank you kindly for your interest. The other one says exactly the same. And this just says we finished and successfully did the automation. It's very simple and hope this was helpful.